In 2019, Garcia was issued a deportation order. Two separate judges affirmed Garcia was a member of MS13, which is a gang that may be even worse.
We've been watching President
You just can't make that up. But this is what the fake news does. You see how they cut away from President Trump when he was calling out the truth? This is what the fake news does. MSNDNC. This is what they do. And this is why you've lost to people's trust. This is why people are the ratings have tanked. This is why fake news media. This is why. Look.
Is a member of MS13, which is a gang that may be even worse.
We've been watching President Donald Trump there swearing in the new administrator.
This is why, man. An absolute disgrace, but it doesn't stop with the fake news media. They can't tell the truth. And then when somebody's talking about the truth, exposing the truth, calling out the truth, they cut the feed. They cut out. You know, it's you just can't make it up with the fake news media, man.
Photos have emerged of Senator Van Hollen sipping what appears to be margaritas with Abrego Garcia down in El Salvador. Do you encourage other Democrats to fly down to El Salvador to meet with this illegal alien who's an accused wife beater?
I like this guy. See, now this is the kind of reporter we like. There aren't enough of them. We got to get some more of them. But no, I appreciate that question. No, look, he's a fake. I know him. I know them all. They're all fake. And they have no interest in that prisoner. That prisoner's record is unbelievably bad. If you would go into the room, you might, if you would, Caroline, maybe go into the room and see if you can find that little slip. I wrote some things down. I don't know why you'd want to keep them, but we got a little biography of him.
Did you help set up that?
Not a very innocent guy.
Ask it. You did take out a temporary order of protection against your husband in 2021. Were you in fear of your husband?
My husband is alive. That's all I can say.
Wow. Complete stunned silent. Yeah, we know, ma'am. We know he's a legal gang member, abuser. He abused you, gave you black eyes. Yeah, these are the Democrats are getting on the plane and on taxpayers' dime to go see Democrat senators. I tell you, these are the Democrat Party heroes right here. Illegal gang member criminals, aliens. Yeah. See, man, just let me just back it up just a little bit. Just completely silent. You just can't make it up. Oh boy, an absolute disgrace, man. They ought to let the senators just stay down there. Let the Maryland senator just stay down there. Let this clown just stay down there, man, and hang out with his buddy and all the other gang members. Let them just stay down there. You know, this is ridiculous, man.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill ourselves, we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Well, boy, oh boy, what's going on, family? I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. One love to the human race. And we're just continue to break the news on this, one of the biggest stories out this past couple of weeks, this year. I mean, this is a complete circus show. The U.S. Senator from Maryland, you know, flew to El Salvador, taxpayers' dime. And he's trying to smuggle back in this gang member back to the U.S. We're against these activist judges. They want planes to be turned around mid-flight. You know, fake news, can't tell the truth, can't report the truth. Nothing but lies, fear-mongering, propaganda, misinformation. Why can't y'all tell the truth? But this is one of the reasons why nobody can trust you. Why people turn off the TV. Why? We won in a landslide. Every swing state, while people that don't get involved got involved. They're sick of being lied to. You know, and now everything is going to come out like I told you. Now you see all the documents coming out. You seen what took place in 2019, 2020, 2021. The wife has filed domestic abuse. I mean, he's an abuser. In written statements of what this man has done to her. It's all out there. And she's just stunned, speechless, live on TV just about an hour and a half ago. When asked and confronted. It's a disgrace, man. And look what people are saying. Just stay there with him, Senator. Just stay there with him. You are disgusting. What is it like caring more about criminal terrorists than American citizens? Not a citizen. Illegally entered the country. An MS gang member. You know, arrested for human trafficking. Beat his wife twice. Ordered by 2 immigration judges to be deported. Was deported to his home country. But this is one of the big reasons why Trump won. We're going to pull this one up. It's a nice, beautiful picture right here. Maryland police, he's MS13. Immigration judge, no. Immigration judge number 1, he's MS13. ICE, he's MS13. Immigration judge number 2, he's MS13. The El Salvador president, yeah, he's one of ours. He's MS13. And Democrats, he's a Maryland dad. Yeah. Democrats, he's a Maryland father, a Maryland dad. That was wrongfully. You just can't make it up with these Democrats. But this is why he won. And the meme says this is why Trump won. This is why. This is why, man. You just can't make this up. You know, I love the AI, you know. But he ought to be walked out in handcuffs or something. I'm just saying, treason or something. This senator here on taxpayer dime gets on the plane and flies to El Salvador. Look, fake media, they just can't look at the headlines. Can y'all please report the truth? And shout out to the White House, the Trump administration for correcting this. They went viral for this right here. You know. Yeah, they crossed that out and fixed that headline. You know, can you get it right? And he's sitting up here having drinks and this is a disgrace, man. But this senator couldn't reach out to the Maryland mom who's grieving. To the families who are grieving. Her daughter was killed by an illegal alien, you know, but you just can't make this up with these people, man. And it's sick. And it's sad that we're living in these times, man, and that we have to report stuff like this. It really is. It's sad, man. We are in some dark times, y'all. And this is why I say prayers for America, prayers for Trump, the Trump administration, man. We are against a great evil, man. These people are just lunatics. They have no common sense, you know. But it kills me that this man couldn't even reach out to that grieving mother, man. And like they say, we are not the same. I love this right here. We are not the same. Yes, indeed, man. We are not the same. Again, the wife's stunned, speechless.
I have to ask it. You did take out a temporary order of protection against your husband in 2021. Were you in fear of your husband?
Husband is alive. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say.
Okay.
So you prove everybody right, man. We seen what you wrote down in your statements, ma'am. You don't make it any better, you know. And look what Bukele just tweeted out a couple hours ago. yesterday, really, we won't say yesterday. Now that he's been confirmed healthy, Senator, he gets the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody. Yeah. Since you want to meet and greet and have a good time with him, Senator, you want to see if he's healthy, is he's in a good condition? Yeah, he's in good condition. That's what Bukele says too. And he gets the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody. Oh man, I tell you. And then seeing him and Trump sit in the Oval Office and destroy the fake news, the CNNs, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Beautiful. What did I just drop? Pick up these glasses. I only paid a couple dollars for them, so it's all right. It's all right. You know, but we got to keep them, make sure they last, because I'm telling you now, times are still not where they need to be now. You know, times are still not where they need to be. We got to come on, Trump. We got to keep working hard. Now we got to keep working hard. Get these rates and prices down. You know, we need I think we need a whole reset. I think things need to just shut down completely, and we need a whole reset in this country. You know. We need to cut out a lot of things. Make sure the IRS is abolished. We cut all these taxes, all the, you know, state property tax, all this crap, man. You know, all these fees, all this. I'll tell you, man. The mortgage, we can go down the list of all kind of stuff that need to just be cut out of American lives, for real. The American dream has been is really been, you know, it's become a joke. I'm just being honest. I know y'all say, you know, I love my country, man. I love America. I'm rooting for this administration. I'm rooting for President Trump. You know, they've left this man a complete mess, man. You know, and the American dream, it's people are tired, struggling, man. You know, and then we got to go against this media that can't tell the truth. You know. And come out and say Biden was the best president we ever had. That he gave Trump he left Trump a beautiful economy. He left Trump a beautiful everything. That's what the fake news is saying. Ridiculous, man. I tell you, the times that we're living in, boy. But we done turned this big thing around. Prices are coming down. Gas prices coming down. Things are coming down. It's a process, man. You know, I know y'all want to see people arrested. You know, they say, you know, be patient. I know we want people held accountable. We do. I want to see handcuffs. I'm one of those ones that's advocating for handcuffs. Yeah. It's so beautiful when they release people getting put in handcuffs and sent back. Yeah. Criminals, gang members, people that rape, you know. Yeah, can't even walk down the street, can't get on the subway. And ran places like New York into the ground, LA. I mean, we go down the list. Denver, Baltimore. I mean, they ran these places down into the ground. And a lot of these governors and mayors ought to resign. I'm just saying. But here's Trump responding to this situation once again, just 3 hours ago, of this MS13 gang member, you know, and the fake news just can't get it right. But there was also one clip I wanted to play. I don't know, but I might be able to not be able to find it. And I might be. Let's see if we can find it. But I know it was on CNN, and I know Scott Jennings had a great take. And Tom Hollen said something. Let me check this out.
You mean Chris Van Hollen, the guy that didn't want to sign the Laken Riley Act that protects American citizens against illegal alien criminal gang members? Who, instead of protecting Americans, his constituents, his taxpayers, he goes to El Salvador and defends an illegal alien with a deportation order that's a member of MS13 that's been designated a terrorist organization by President Trump. That's where he went to defend it. It's just disgusting. The same senator who yesterday released an illegal alien charged with murder, refused the ICE detainer, hit the street. So rather than protecting his community, protecting the residents of Maryland, he goes to El Salvador to coddle an MS-13 gang member terrorist. It's ridiculous. And also, I talked to an MS-13 expert today who also showed me pictures of his hand, where he says absolutely the tattoo on one of his hands was absolutely an MS-13 gang tattoo, nothing questionable about it. 2 judges said he's an MS-13 member. ICE says he's an MS-13 member. Intelligence community says he's an MS-13 member. El Salvador says he's an MS-13 member. So,
and Democrats say he is a father. He's a Maryland father.
You know, it's just ridiculous. And as far as all the people who are speaking out against this, I cannot believe for a minute there's that many stupid people in the world. Now AOC, on the smart meter, she's a 0. We'll give them that. But I can't believe these people really believe what they're saying. They got to be just pushing the narrative for political reasons. They can't be that dumb to think that that this person is an MS-13 gang member and a public safety threat.
Just can't make this up, man. The times that we're living in, man. You just can't make it up, man. You know? You just can't. And seeing this mother speak out like this.
The American citizens. It's just common sense. Why are we not protecting our children? And to have a senator from Maryland who didn't even acknowledge or barely acknowledge my daughter and the brutal death that she endured, leaving her 5 children without a mother and now a grandbaby without a grandmother, so that he can use my taxpayer money to fly to El Salvador to bring back someone that's not even an American citizen. Why does that person have more right than I do, or my daughter, or my grandchildren? I don't understand this. Thank you.
We in our previous video we just recorded, and the video should be public by now. You know, we cried tears in that real time reacting to this full 14-minute clip. It was a 14-minute speech, you know, from her and the press secretary, and it's very heartbreaking, man. We cried tears in our previous video. I had tears come out, man, for real. She went into full detail of a lot of things I didn't even know the full, like, she gave us some very like graphic, you know, moments that took place with her daughter and one of those illegal criminals, man, that I think should have got the death penalty. You know, hearing what that man did to that woman, death penalty, man. So I encourage y'all to go, if you miss it, it's in our previous video, and I'll probably have it even linked at the end of this video. It's very, very sad, man. Very, very sad. And I don't wish that on anybody, man. You know, but this is one of the reasons why there's a mandate. Why the people spoke loud and clear. We spoke loud and clear, man. And here's that clip.
Sitting with
right here.
And Hollen posted a picture of him sitting with Abrego Garcia at a table.
I see these pictures tonight, and I think, boy, the party of women is really covering itself in glory tonight. I mean, I don't understand why the American left falls in love with the worst people. You've got a gang-banging, human-trafficking, wife-beating illegal alien, and a United States senator in a ludicrous display of energy is in El Salvador having Mai Tais and Yahtzee. I do not get it. I do not understand why the left takes on the heroes. People like that. I don't get it.
I think
he has an adjudicated deportation order, and you have Democrat public officials falling all over themselves trying to get him back here without thinking through the next step, which is he's literally going to be deported somewhere else.
But he did have due process. everything we know about him is documented because he did go through the court systems. He was stopped for trafficking. His wife did file these domestic violence charges against him. He was arrested with MS13 members with a roll of cash that had the eyes and the ears and the mouths of the presidents erased, which is an MS13 markings. This is all non-disputed.
Average American looking at this case, a lot of conflicting information. Okay, I believe some, I don't believe. An illegal alien came here in 2011, and somehow in 2025, he's still here after having been through the court system, after having been arrested with lots of people in his car, after having all this evidence.
Deport him?
He just did, and now everybody's mad about it. How did an illegal alien take advantage of our system for 14 years and
Donald
not
Trump
get
deport
away?
him?
You know, let's go to what Trump said earlier.
Photos have emerged of Senator Van Hollen sipping what appears to be margaritas with Abrego Garcia down in El Salvador. Do you encourage other Democrats to fly down to El Salvador to meet with this illegal alien who's an accused wife beater?
I like this guy. See, now this is the kind of a reporter we like. There aren't enough of them. We got to get some more of them. But no, I appreciate that question. No, look, he's a fake. I know him. I know them all. They're all fake, and they have no interest in that prisoner. That prisoner's record is unbelievably bad. If you would go into the room, you might, if you would, Caroline, maybe go into the room and see if you can find that little slip. I wrote some things down. I don't know why you'd want to keep him, but we got a little biography of him.
Did you help set up that?
Not a very innocent guy.
Did you help set up that
on the IRS,
Mr.
President, in the spirit of Easter Sunday. And
While we're on
Good
the
Friday.
subject, right?
Yes, of course.
So you're talking about Abrego Garcia, is that the one? Yeah. Is an illegal alien, MS-13 gang member and foreign terrorist. This comes out of the State Department and very legitimate sources. I mean, I assume I'm just giving you what they handed to me, but this was supposed to be certified stuff. In 2019, Garcia was issued a deportation order. 2 separate judges affirmed Garcia was a member of MS-13, which is a gang that may be even worse than Tren de Aragua, and maybe worse. They kill people with knives because it's more painful. Very famous for the knifing and killing of 2 young 16-year-old girls walking to school one day, and they sliced them up into little pieces and killed them. That's MS-13. And 2 separate judges affirmed Garcia was a member of MS-13. When Garcia was originally arrested, he was wearing a sweatshirt with rolls of money pouring out, an MS-13 gang symbol that he was driving with 2 other known violent MS-13 gang members, 2 of the most violent members that we know of in the MS-13 gang of thugs. In 2022, Garcia was stopped by the Tennessee Highway Patrol, who was found to be transporting 7 people from Texas to Maryland, and he had no driver's license. He was driving violently. In 2020 and 2021, Garcia's wife filed for a protective order from him and said he was violent and abusive and really scary, including allegations that he punched and scratched her on the eye, left her bleeding after throwing her laptop on the floor at her, ripped her shirt, and ripped off her shorts. He then grabbed her arm, leaving very severe marks. Garcia.
And I love how Trump is just reading the written statement. He's reading what she said happened. I mean, it's thank you, President. Thank you, man. I'm telling y'all, man. You know, and if this was Biden or anybody else, they just walk off. Nobody answers any questions. It's not talked about, and the illegal criminal is just praised. And I bet you they would have that plane would have never even taken off. They'll still be here. I'm so glad we won, man, that we are so back. And again, prayers for Trump, because like as you can see, we are against a great evil, man. And these people can't tell the truth. So Trump has to pull out the paperwork. Because they just can't get it right. They just can't.
His wife also wrote in court, at this point, I am afraid to be close to him. I just don't want to be close. I have multiple photos and videos, how violent he can be, and all of the bruises that he's left on me.
Ugh.
Just couldn't get anywhere near him. This is the man that the Democrats are wanting us to fly back from El Salvador to be a happily ensconced member of the USA family. Isn't it a shame? And by the way, I've been hit pretty hard by fake shows, fake news, MSDNC in particular, where they talk about how evil I am, that this man would be thrown out of our country. This man is according to certified statements that we get, is a very violent person. And they want this man to be brought back into our country where he can be free and to stay as a happily Maryland, happily.
A disgrace, man.
They call him the Maryland man. He's a Maryland father. No, he's a violent person. Who they don't talk about is that wonderful angel mom who lost.
I know we laugh at Trump and how he emphasizes things, but man, it's real. He's exposing them. Every single sentence, man. Every single sentence, this man is exposing the fake news, these Democrats, these liberals, the lies. He's exposing it every single sentence. They just can't tell the truth. They just can't get it right, man. The Democrats say a Maryland father. After the judge, immigration judge, after ICE, then said this, oh, he's a gang member, oh, he just needs to be deported, oh, but Democrats say he's a Maryland father.
Her daughter, who had 5 beautiful children, and she was killed violently, and, she spoke unbelievably. I saw it, and the fake news didn't pick it up. She spoke. She was in tears. She's devastated. Her life is, essentially, she's told me her life is like over. But there was I think no stories. Isn't that true? No stories. Yes, 0 stories. It was the most emotional thing. Everybody that watched it, they couldn't believe it. The fake news refused to put it up. So it's very sad. And yet they talk about this guy like he's an angel. See the angel up there? They think he's like that. Like a little angel.
Do you encourage other Democrats to visit?
Would you be open to
it has
letting
no
Iran?
impact. The way she let it, no impact. It's just unbalanced. Would you do that? Go ahead. What I was doing.
You see, and I love how he called out the fake news, the press, the reporters once again. Again, it is really a disgrace what we're against, man. And these people that just don't care. They hate America. These people don't stand and clap for Americans. They vote against the working people. They vote against Americans. But they'll clap for the war. They'll clap and praise, terrorist supporters and illegal alien criminals. And killers. These are the Democrats' heroes, man. These are the Democrats' heroes. And it just really amazes me how when she was confronted on this, she was stunned, just completely silent. But this is what we have right here. Look at the coverage difference. That's what we have in this country, man. This right here. Democrat heroes. Let's set the record straight. Reality check. A man. Illegal migrant gang member. Terrorist supporter. Killer. These are the Democrats' heroes. And going back to this case right here, if that kid gets what he should get, watch the BLM scam. And we know how most of the Democrats within the BLM, the frauds and disgrace, man. I really wonder if he really gets what he deserves, how they're going to respond. I tell you, man. But again, anything that happens, this man gets blamed for it. MAGA gets blamed. Conservatives get blamed and dragged through the mud. You know, they can't tell the truth. But guess what? His approval rating is still skyrocketing. Because a lot of people are waking up to what's really going on in this country, what's really happening, how they're being lied to. They're tired of people playing in their face. They're tired of politicians. They're seeing how corrupt this government is. How a bunch of scandals and fraudulent things have taken place. And this man has been calling this crap out for decades. And he's doing exactly what he campaigned on. This is why you have this right now. That's why. You know, but they don't want to, Democrats don't want to talk about this. Democrats don't want to talk about this or show this. They don't want you to see this. Democrats don't want you to see this, though. They don't want you to see that. You know, they don't. This is what they rather do. Right here. This is what they rather do right here. Let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, family.